The most important thing I learned in religious school was how to build a Jewish community based on culture more than religion. Even though not all of us practiced our religion to the same degree, we were still able to develop a close connection with each other based on our history and the way our families lived their lives. Before Helfman, the only experience I had in this regard was from my sleepaway camp, but religious school taught me that I could still interact with my Jewish friends on a Jewish level in my daily life without it being tied to religious study in a direct way. Dinners before our lessons were always fun and entertaining, and many of my classmates also looked forward to them every week. This genuine connection made me feel like a part of my Jewish community in a major way, and I won't soon forget that feeling.
The most important thing religious school has taught me is how to be a Jewish adult. Religious school is what prepared me for my bar mitzvah, which was very important to me. After my bar mitzvah, I continued to learn and grow in my Jewish education. I have participated in many intense discussions about complex topics and listened to many captivating speakers throughout my religious school experience. I've also made many great friendships through religious school that will last a lifetime. From preparing me for my bar mitzvah, where I officially became a man in the Jewish faith, to learning important aspects of Jewish faith, history, and tradition, religious school has set a good groundwork for being a Jewish adult.
I have gotten the opportunity to attend Helfman Religious School since second grade, and naturally, I have formed many memories in that time. All these memories are dear to me, and I can't wait to take them on my journey through life. Even thinking about them now, I can't help but smile. In order to keep this from not getting too long, I can only mention a few of them. I really enjoyed it when we did the mock wedding where I had to pretend to be the mother of the groom. So much dancing. Helfman also had this cooking class where we got to learn how to make some religious food. Most of them were sweets. Even that time we got to eat ice cream as fruit for Shabbat. Speaking of food, I sampled everything from the Great Chili Cook-Offs. We went on several great trips. In Galveston, I got to see the dolphins swimming next to us on the ferry. And we bonded together while waiting for our tour guide who never came. I hope everyone else enjoyed those corny porn spills as much as I did, especially the parodies of Disney and Harry Potter. Across the years, I love the music and singing, from singing in the children's choir to those moments in which we would sing before class. Those tunes I will carry with me forever. Best of all, I got to share all these special occasions, including our B'nai mitzvahs and confirmation together with this class.
The main things I'm taking away from my time at Helfman Religious School are the memories I made at the school. Not only have I participated as a student since 4th grade, but have been a TA since 8th grade. From my time at Emanu, I have had several memorable experiences. One in particular is our trip to Washington, D.C. junior year right before the pandemic began. This trip helped me relate my experience as a Jew to what I already knew about politics. Furthermore, the trip completely changed my life by making me more interested in politics. I think if it weren't for this trip religious school provided, I might not have thought about majoring in political science or learning more about how our government works in general. Moreover, Helfman Religious School shaped my friendships for both middle school and high school. Many of the people here tonight were either my friends in middle school or high school. My memories with the people I met here have shaped me into the person I am today and continue to do so as long as I'm here. Lastly, my work at the religious school as a TA is something I will forever remember because I know I have made a direct impact on the school through teaching my students. I think it's crazy that my first year students are about to be confirmed next month, and I continue to see my students grow throughout the years. I am forever grateful for what I learned here and how my many years at Emmanuel will shape my identity in the future. Helfman Religious School is a place I will never forget and a place I will keep dear to my heart.
The foundation of my Jewish education and identity is what I am taking with me from Helfman Religious School. Throughout my years at Helfman, I have formed great relationships with my peers, clergy, and educators. My accomplishments as a student, teaching assistant, confirmant, and soon-to-be graduate will have each played a critical role in my growth and development as a young Jewish adult. It gives me great pride to have been an active member of the Helfman Religious School and the Emanu community as a whole. I perceive my experience at Helfman Religious School as only part of my journey of religious studies. This fall, while I am attending college at the University of Missouri, I plan to participate in the Mizzou Hillel and Chabad. I know I will be able to positively contribute to Hillel and Chabad due to my experience at Helfman. I look forward to participating in Shabbat, planning activities for the Jewish community, and being an active leader and participant in these organizations. Helfman has shown me how amazing it is to be a part of a Jewish community, and it will always hold a special place in my heart and soul as the foundation of my Jewish education.
As I prepare to graduate, I will take with me the many friends I have made throughout the years at my time at Helfman, the Jewish identity I've connected with as being one of the few Asian Jews here, my learning experiences, and my memories. I have so many memories going back to kindergarten, one being all of the fun times I've had being a TA. Not only has being a TA given me the chance to do service work, it has also allowed me to help those who are younger than me to have the same experiences as I did. Another one of my favorite memories from the years is the Washington, D.C. trip that I went on with some of my Helfman friends and teachers last year. Not only did we see the many beautiful sights of D.C., but we also learned how we can talk to our elected representatives about Jewishly important issues that affect us as a community. I have this foundation that has been built here that I can take with me as I move far away from home on my own. I plan to use these experiences to help create my Jewish adult life, and I hope that I will be able to stay in touch with all of my friends.
Religious school was the highlight of my week. I looked forward to attending the Wednesday night dinners and classes with all of my bestest friends and would get so excited beforehand, especially due to the fact that I rarely practice Judaism at my house. My family and I heartily celebrated holidays, attended services, or even kept kosher. So when I attended religious school, I was able to truly express myself and expand my knowledge of Judaism. The most important thing I learned in religious school was how to truly embrace my religion. From learning about the Holocaust to studying the geography of Israel, I have absolutely loved every minute of it. I feel as if I have learned the basis of Judaism, and from here on, it will only get better. And the best part is, this is only the beginning of my Jewish experience. In a way, religious school has prepared me for what my future will hold, and I'm so excited to experience it for the rest of my life. Thank you, Helfman Religious School, for the best 5 years.
I have attended Helfman Religious School since kindergarten. I remember wanting to go to the kitchen and watch the cooking TAs, dreaming to be one of them someday, which ended up becoming a reality. I had my bat mitzvah here, where I discussed in my D'var Torah connections between leprosy and judgment of appearance, which gave me a chance to talk about something so intriguing to me, while also strengthening my writing skills since leprosy is not a super easy thing to write about. I made meaningful connections with the rabbis, who have known me since I was, well, about the same height I am now, but you get the point. I grew up here. Throughout my time here, I have gotten to be both a kid and an adult, getting educated while also getting to educate others. The most important lesson that Helfman has taught me during every stage of my life, both in and out of the classroom, is to know my self-worth. My favorite class lesson was discussing morals, ethics, and what it means to be a good Jew. I learned that being a good Jew doesn't specifically mean you have to keep kosher or attend services. Being a good Jew is defined differently by every individual. Based on what I have observed in my life and my Jewish upbringing, I believe that to be a good Jew is to be educated. Education in this sense does not mean being educated about just Judaism, but about other religions, general knowledge of the world around you, and the most important one, to be educated about yourself. I took this lesson from the classroom and brought it into my life and realized that for me to be a good Jew, I need to know who I am, that I control my happiness, and to know when I deserve better. As I take these next steps towards my future, I let go of the stress and obstacles of the past 4 years and move forward into a new chapter of my life, knowing that I am who I am, and that is thanks to Congregation Emanu.
I have multiple memorable and impactful experiences from Emmanuel. Firstly, my bar mitzvah. As the youngest sibling, I'd seen my family go through their own b'nai mitzvah experiences, and I thought I knew what to expect, but I couldn't prepare for the work and effort I would need to put in over the course of the year. It's said, however, that it's not work if you enjoy it, and I loved the process of preparing for my bar mitzvah service and the service and celebration itself. I also loved the various experiences that predate my bar mitzvah, from confetti exit Purim to exploring various seders. Emmanuel and Religious School has never had a shortage of fun times that double as important religious lessons. In high school, I loved discussing and sometimes debating topics of ethics from a religious standpoint, as well as learning a new closeness to Judaism that happened as a result. What is possibly my favorite experience from the last 12 years was last winter when I attended L'Takain, a series of seminars with the Religious Action Center. This weekend culminated in lobbying important issues to our elected representatives on Capitol Hill, and the knowledge that I was making a difference, as well as my interest in politics as a potential career, made this experience unbeatable. I've really enjoyed my time at Emmanuel and will carry these experiences with me forever.
One of my most memorable moments at Helfman is consecration. I remember walking up the aisle in my white dress with all of my classmates. My favorite part of the service, looking back on it, is singing the Little Torah song. The song still brings a smile and a memory to me. The service went on, and then when it ended, everyone in the consecration class was brought to one side of Feld Hall, and we all would wait for our parents to pick us up. I really like looking back on this memory because it was a big celebration that I enjoyed being at and participating in. As my life continues, I am excited to celebrate more life events, just like graduating from Helfman Religious School.
Throughout the years, I have made countless memories with my friends and teachers at Emmanuel. Religious School has taught me many things, from Judaics to the Holocaust. However, the most important thing I learned in Religious School is how to love and build my Jewish identity. Being a Jew usually means being the odd one out, which can make you feel like you don't belong. But Helfman makes you feel like you do. For 5 years, we met every Wednesday to discuss religious aspects and eat dinner as a community. It's here that we are taught how to embrace our Judaism and how to be a good Jew on our own terms. Helfman has helped shape who I am and is why I will continue to build my Jewish identity as I grow.